name is Jocelyn Renee. I am your digital optician. My goal is to encourage your growth and help you cultivate the healthiest set of locks possible. I truly believe in hair care. I believe in education. I believe in you being empowered with knowledge so that you can make better choices, whether that's products, whether that is choosing a loctician, whether that is feeling confident in getting your hair healthy and back on track, come talk to me. Uh, I'm going to get into a few questions that I have already received about hair locking, particularly around the retwist. But I wanted to just share um, this myth. And I would say the myth is that your retwist is supposed to last for um, 4 weeks or 6 weeks. How long would you say a retwist is supposed to last? Just let me know in the comment section. If you could take a guess, if you lived in a perfect world, well, not even the perfect world, right now, how long do you expect your retwist to last? Let me know in the comment section. A lot of times it's this misconception that your retwist is supposed to last X number of weeks, and if it doesn't, we're disappointed, we're mad, or we go ahead and like take the trauma that I feel like we have around our hair and we reflect it back on ourselves and say, you did something wrong. Something that you did is not right. My hair is not right. My locks is not right. I did something wrong. My scalp, like all these problems that like are something we've created in our mind. So I'm so grateful to be here to dispel this myth for you. Okay. So who said it? Shannon said the hair is supposed to grow out twisted. Y'all, I understand that, right? Like we have been conditioned to believe, like if we start braids, if we start crochet braids, or if we start two-strand twists or anything, like, and we want it to stay like that, it needs to stay like that because I said so. And we've been raised to believe like what we want is it better happen, or I'm gonna beat you into submission, right? Like that's been at least my experience. I can't speak for you. But with that being said, locks is a completely different journey from what you may have experienced before. With hair locking, your hair, it grows, but it's never going to grow out of your scalp locked. Okay, locks is a result of tangled and matted hair. So when your hair grows out of your scalp, it's not like this. It's not all wrapped together and tangled and in the shape of a lock. It is like free. They're sprouting. They're individual strands. Some of y'all got 5 strands coming out of one follicle, but typically there are individual strands coming out of each hair follicle that have not intertwined. So our hair is never going to come from our scalp locked, which is to say our new growth that like I would say like the first 4 inches or so is never going to be like tight and stay together. That is a myth, okay? Because our hair is just growing out of our scalp and it is essentially like having starter locks forever. If you started your locks organically, if you started your locks without like lock extensions or interlocking or the crochet method, if you started your locks that way, you know those beginning stages, the hair unravels. It's loose, it's frizzy, it's for lack of a better like experience all over the place. That happens forever, okay? Forever. So for some of us that have more of a coily texture of hair, meaning that your hair it coils on itself or like around and around, versus the hair types where it's like more of a loose wave. For those curly textures, the hair because it's coily, think of the shape of your lock, right? Most locks are in a cylindrical, coiled aesthetic. For people that have the coily hair type, the hair may lock faster. It may look like it's like really staying together at the root. So it gives the illusion that the hair is locking at the root and it's supposed to be like that. Which, you know, if you think about it, most, well, I mean, not even gonna say most, but think back, you personally, imagine back to your origin. Like, when was the first time you saw somebody with locks? Or when was it like acceptable to have locked hair? More often than not, well, I'm not even saying more often than not. In my experience, that initial accepted version of locks for me was somebody who had really coily hair. And so if that is your baseline, and I'm a person that have wavy hair, my hair is very loose. Like, if you're on Facebook, like, I can see you see my like little halo of loose hair. I don't know if you can see it on YouTube, but my hair is so wavy that it grows around my lock, and I constantly have this like halo, or like it's almost like a helmet, like a illusion of frizz always, because my hair is constantly trying to like expand and like just be wavy. That's what it does. So everyone's hair locks different, which is to say there is no standard that says the retwist is supposed to last for this amount of time. But um, the and we talked about this, I want to say maybe a couple live conversations ago. We talked about uh, the colonization of beauty in black hair, specifically locks, thinking that everything has to be neat, everything has to be in place, everything has to be controlled. And if you have that, I would say, colonized mindset or European standard of beauty for your textured, tangled, wild, free hair, you will you will be in a space of constantly beating yourself up because your hair or your locks are not always controlled. Or you get in a space where, if you're on YouTube, you've seen that video I posted. Y'all saw that video I posted the other day with the shea butter and the black gel. If you haven't seen that video, please go and watch that video, because it will just highlight how much we think we need to control our hair and the lengths that we'll go to, and the impact, the negative impact it will have on our hair. So make sure you watch that video, but also your hair or your retwist should not last forever. Meaning, you should not try to glue your hair together or stick your roots together with a product such that the hair cannot breathe. Your scalp cannot breathe. Your hair is not free to tangle to create those locks. The product, all that good, it does not need to happen. You have to trust the process. And the process is your textured, wild, natural hair coming together, loving on itself, much like you love on yourself, coming together and forming or cultivating your locks. So, all that to say, your retwists, at best, when it's freshly done, whether if it's done by a professional, I would say you could probably get a good 2 weeks out of it, depending on how you care for it. If you're doing it yourself and you're not trained on clip organization, on part to log ratio, on controlling all the loose hairs, on properly retwisting, you might get a week, a week. If you're using natural products and trusting the process, you can make it last for 4 weeks, but the products that are needed to do that, I would not encourage you putting your hair. All that tight hold stuff, no, 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 no. You don't need that, okay? That was a lie or myth created so that you would buy product that you don't need. Your hair will lock, okay? So, yeah, thanks for kicking in with me.